How you doing, YouTube? So today I'm doing a video. I haven't done a video in a while. I've been really busy, so I got my CDL license. I did the Monday through Friday course here in New Jersey. The course is they have you down for about 8 to 10 weeks. So I graduated in 5 weeks. I just got the hang of it. I drove trailers before, so it was no issue. Um, the only issue I did have was for the manual transmission, which nobody uses manual transmission no more unless you're doing heavy hauling or you're doing some kind of old school mom and pop trucking around here. So that's the only reason why it took 5 weeks. I could have done it in 4 weeks if I was ready. So my first time out in a manual transmission, I was terrible at it. I couldn't get the hang of it at all. By the fourth time, I was scoring 80s on the road, so I learned really quick. And I did my road test and passed my first time. So, yeah, I mean, if you push yourself, you get through it. Just pay attention. Um, you know, don't get nervous because then that's when you're gonna mess up. Um, so now I'm pretty much 3 weeks out from graduation or graduating. Yeah, when I graduated the course. Um, I applied for a couple different companies. Originally, I was going to go with Swift. I was going to go with Warner. They're good companies to start out with, and everything. So I didn't choose them. I did have a road test for a cement truck here in New Jersey. I'm waiting for everything to come back. They want 10 years of verified employment. So I believe they verified one company. I'm waiting on two more, which is kind of hard to do because those two companies have closed down. So sorry the glare here. So as of right now, it's a toss-up between TMC. Waiting to hear back from them. I did get an email saying I've been approved. So waiting for them. And then I'm sorry, there's three companies. Western Express. Both the TMC and Western Express are flatbed. That's what I kind of wanted to do. And both those companies are automatic transmissions. Nobody's using really. TMC uses manual still, but that's for heavy hauling, and you need experience with that one. So that at that time I will not be doing that one because I don't have any experience. TMC route was, I believe, considered a regional route. It was a northeast regional route. It was from Columbus, Ohio, down to North Carolina. And then Western Express, I believe, was the same kind of northern eastern route. I'll be saying on this side. And then there's Snyder. That was a van trailer. That was a Target dedicated route. That was going from, I believe that was from New York or Maine down to Maryland. So that one was gone for, I think it was gone for to home. 2,500 miles was pretty much what everybody was kind of offering. 2,500 miles. And I think the pay was pretty much about the same for everybody. The one that kind of paid training wise the most so far is the cement company one. Um, they were paying about $800 a week. I think the other three were paying like $700 a week for training. Snyder, I think, was coming the lowest. They wanted to pay you like $10 an hour for training. So it's kind of hard to decide which one you want to go to. Yeah, Snyder is a dedicated route. I'll be home twice a week, maybe sometimes more. All depends on which way I was coming through. So it's kind of hard to do a toss up. You just gotta kind of put apples and apples together. The only bad thing with the concrete company one was there's a chance of layoff. So you're making $5,000 during your working time, working your butt off, but here comes layoff time, and you go for $5,000 to 14,000, or I'm sorry, 1,400 a month. I mean, that's a big difference, you know. And with TMC, was paying you 13 to 1,600 every week, and so with that, there pretty much wouldn't be no layoff. You know, to be, you know, working all year around. And then Target, I heard ups and downs about Target dedicated routes. The only thing with that is, you know, Snyder's not the only one, you know, doing it. You got Swift doing it. You know, I don't know what Warner does if they do any dedicated routes. So you gotta, you know, a lot of people don't like the dedicated routes. Some people do, some people don't. You know, are they gonna have me more, home more? You know, all depends. And their training was 17 days. So for 17 days, you're at $10 an hour. I mean, which I think added up to about $640. And that's not counting taxes. So it could be a lot less. And that was no touch freight. So you're just hooking and you know, dropping and hooking. That's all you're doing. So you got Warner and then TMC, you know, flatbed. It's a lot more work. You got tarp. TMC, I think, is 60% to 70% tarping. So you're gonna be tarping a lot. And I think they have the Lowe's and Home Depot accounts. So they're gonna be towing a lot to Home Depot and Lowe's. And then the bad thing about Snyder was you're going to New York City. I never been to New York City. I never drove New York City. I heard a lot of people don't want that. And then they didn't want me taking the truck home. So their yard is up in PA. And they wanted me to drive my personal car up to PA and then drive the truck back to PA. So if I'm in Delaware, I have to pass my house to go to PA, drop the truck off, and then drive my truck home. And then who knows, I could be stuck in short traffic. It could take me an hour to get home, but with short traffic, it could take me 3 hours to get home. So you gotta figure the ups and downs. You know, do you want to take the truck home? Do you not care about taking a truck home? You know, what's more convenient for you? If you're in the next town over from your house and you gotta drive 2 hours to drop your truck off before you can come home, I mean, that's not really any good, really. So yeah, you know, I'll find out Thursday, declining where I want to go. TMC and Snyder, I'm scheduled to go out for orientation on the 19th, so that's coming up quick. Snyder's in PA, so I would drive my personal car because it's not that far. They do a reimbursement up to $300. TMC is renting me a car, so I think they have me picking up other guys or something like that way up there, and that's a 17-hour drive, so it's not close. So you know, and that one I think you're gone for like 4 or 5 weeks, but the pay is a little better, you know. So it's kind of hard to decide. I don't know. I do have kids, so if you do have kids, you kind of have to decide what you want to do. Now, I'm going back a little bit. So when I did my DOT card, you need your DOT card, medical card, before you get your CDL. Now, With me, I wasn't kind of watching what I eat. I was just kind of pretty much eating anything. Um, and I was weighing like 240 pounds. Um, and my blood pressure was high. So I only got 1 year DOT medical card. So I kind of cut back on everything, snacks, soda, all that stuff like that. I'm down to 223 now. Um, you and then I got my blood pressure under control. So I just got a new medical card for 2 years. So you do want the 2 year medical card. So just kind of be prepared to kind of watch what you if you have problems with it. Um, and then another thing is too, I believe flatbed they kind of do a lot of medical stuff. They want to be able to make sure that you can handle the tarping, um, that you can handle the strapping down the loads, and be able to get in the truck and drive for 10 hours and not be tired. So with me, when I used to drive before over the road, just hauling campers and all that stuff, I would drive 12 hours at a time. So I'm used to driving, all the time. But I believe it was with TMC, I think. They want you to drive 80% of the time. So I don't know how fair that is. Maybe it's not that bad. But I don't feel any driver should be driving 10, 11 hours his first time out. I don't care how good they are. It's just kind of crazy. So I'm just kind of updating you guys where I've been at. Not that many followers. Hopefully switch the channel up a little bit to see exactly what I'm kind of doing. I don't think it would be any more camper stuff really. And then the downside is with them. So TMC and Western is going to have me home for 2 days out, 2 weeks, all 2 days. So I'm not going to have much time to do any camping and all that stuff like that. Snyder can have me 2 days, 2 to 3 days home, I think it is. Now I did apply to another one. I can't remember the name of the company. It starts with the R. It's a flatbed company, but they want you to sign a contract. So it was a 5-month, 45,000 mile contract they wanted you to sign before they let you go. And if you breach it, you have to pay like $3,000 to breach the contract. So I didn't go with them. I mean, 5 months not that long. It gives you experience. Plus, then you have flatbed experience too. But I don't want somebody to tell me that, oh no, you can't leave because you signed a contract with us. So I think I'm going to kind of switch the channel up, and it's going to be more trucking stuff now. I know there's a lot of channels out there about trucking, but this is pretty much from the start. It's not that easy to find a job that you're going to love. Remember, you just get your training and then kind of move on. So I'm going to see where I am at Thursday, and then kind of maybe make an update and how the process go. All right, take care, guys.